Why isn't this opening? Oh my god, why is this opening? Okay. What's that? Wow, is there 2 in here? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chia, and it's that time of the month again where we choose our monthly TBR, but this time for July. I can't believe we're over halfway through 2026. How are we that far already? Anyways, so here's my update for my June TBR. I am kind of relatively filming this early. It's currently the 22nd of June. I will be gone for about a week starting like Wednesday, so I will be in Vegas and I won't have time to like film this otherwise before the end of the month. So if you see this early, you know why. Usually wait till closer to the end of the month so I can make my way through like my June TBR. I did finish 2. I'm currently in the middle of my 3rd one, and I'm trying and I'm hoping to be able to pick up the last 2. The other one, I think it's Dungeon Crawl Carl, as I said in the June TBR. I'll be listening to an audiobook for that one, but the last one is the one I'm going to be a little bit iffy on, but we shall see. You'll find out in my June monthly wrap up. As usual, let's get started so I can use the TBR jar, aka the candle jar that I remade, to choose my monthly prompts. So let's mix it up and let's see which one will be the first one. Oh, another one fell out again. So let's see. Sorry, accidentally saw it already, but here you go. A book with bad reviews. Oh gosh. I'll just try to focus on my monthly TBR cart. I do know that there's some on here. They're like a little bit 3 stars and below. Let's see. Okay, so one of them is The Starless Sea. I did put this on my May? Was it May? No, my April TBR, the one where I completely failed at and read only 1 book. So I might put this on. This one has an average 3.84 review on Goodreads, and the first couple I see is like 2 star, 3 stars. This one is like maybe less loved than the Night Circuses. I see a bunch of 1 star, 2 star reviews on this, so that's an option. Let me see if there's any other ones. Okay, so the second one I have is Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. This one like has a lot of mixed reviews. The first one I saw was like 2 star, another one was a DNF I think it was, and then the other one was like a bunch of 3 stars. I know this has been getting a lot of mixed reviews, and this one has mixed reviews also, but this one was like on my last TBR. I don't know if I want to try again. I said if you watched my summer TBR, I'm prioritizing summer books right now, so you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune on the list because I've heard so many mixed reviews. I've heard a spectrum of like worst or the best or something like that, some like mid-tier, but like I want to see what I feel about this because a lot of people who loved her other books said that they didn't like this one as much. But for me, I've only read like 1 book of hers, This Summer Will Be Different, and I did not like that book. I know a lot of people love that book too. So maybe since I don't like that one, maybe I will like this one, who knows? But in case you don't know, this is about 2 best friends named Frankie and George. Frankie is about to get married, but unfortunately she gets left at the altar. So maybe like a few months passes and she's supposed to go on her honeymoon, but instead of canceling it, George convinces her to go on the honeymoon and for him to go with her. So there's a chance this could be insta-love, maybe even insta-lust, we'll see, because I know that like they are childhood friends to lovers or best friends to lovers, something like that, and they've known each other for a while. The only thing is I'm iffy about her having to have married someone else in order for her to figure out her feelings for George. I have like mixed feelings about that, but it just depends on how this will be executed. So the first book on the July TBR, which is perfect for summer, and I'm hoping to get in a few beach days in July as well. I would love to read Our Perfect Storm, but this is the first on the July TBR. Oops. Okay, next prompt. And as usual, I didn't mention this beginning, but I'm going to be choosing 5 prompts because that seems to be a perfect match for me, since I like to leave room for a lot of mood reading, since I am a huge mood reader if you are new here. And like, yeah, I'm a huge mood reader, so I like to leave room to pick up books that I actually want to pick up so that I don't have to be forced to pick up like just a lot of books. You know what I mean? I'm sure you do. So I hope I don't have to explain myself if you're a mood reader as well. What is this? Hopefully it's a good one. A book set in the future. A book set in the future. I'm currently reading it right now, but I am reading Because I Killed Him. That one set kind of in the future. Yeah, it's this dystopian future. I think Stormbreaker is set sort of in the future. Let's see. It's a dystopian romance, and I'm not too sure if it's set in present day or Yeah, the Shield proudly welcomes the class of 3067 to Amory Academy. Ah, okay, cool. That's set in the future, so that'd be like a cool one to read. Let's see. The second option that is set in the futuristic, I just looked it up right now, is Daggermouth by H.M. Wolf, I believe. It says it's set in a futuristic era. It doesn't really have a specific date, so it's another dystopian romance. It is on Kindle Unlimited. I have it on my Kindle now, and it's been so hyped about that I might just do it. Yeah, I have it on Kindle Unlimited. Which one do I want to read more? Enemies to Lovers. It's set in a place called Newfound Haven. Everyone keeps to their own rings, and obedience is demanded, rebellion is crushed. And the female main character is named Shadira. She is a mercenary, raised to kill, not to wed. And I guess it's a sort of like marriage of convenience, forced marriage of convenience. I'm not too sure. And I would pick this up, but Daggermouth has been on my TBR for months, ever since like it became huge on TikTok, and I just want to see how I feel about it. And then I've been trying to find a dystopian romance that I've been wanting to like obsess over, and I've yet to find one because all the other ones that I picked up this year is just so bad. It's so terribly written, and I did not like the female characters or the love story in it. So I'm hoping that Daggermouth will be it. Like, a lot of people that I trust with their opinions have given this book like 4 or 5 stars, and I'm just so curious. So the second book that is going to be set in a futuristic era, and I've been waiting and trying to find ways to put into my TBR, and I finally am, so I'm going to put Daggermouth by H.M. Wolf. I'm going to read out my Kindle Unlimited. Alright, next one. Third prompt. Gotta make sure that it's not upside down. Hopefully it's not upside down. A book set in a different continent. I know one. I know How to Write a Love Story by Catherine Walsh, set in Ireland. This one's is high on my TBR list right now since, you know, it's summer. Yeah, it's on my TBR. It's on my summer TBR. That's an option. But I don't know if I want to pick this up since I already have Our Perfect Storm. It's Writers and Lovers? No. I saw Cambridge and I was like, ooh, maybe England. No, it's Cambridge, Massachusetts. I know this one is set in England. This one is set in England's secret magical academy, no place for Clover. I've been wanting to read this. It's about a character named Clover. Like, they're in the middle of this World War I, and then her brother Matthew, he basically joins the army, and then unfortunately he ends up getting injured, and then somebody tells them that he doesn't get injured by like a regular normal injury. He actually gets magically injured by a fairy curse, and the only way to help him is to figure out a way to undo the curse. So what Clover ends up doing is going to attend this magical university called Camford. I think it's a mixture of Cambridge and I forget what the other school that it's mixed with. It's the 2 big schools in England, Cambridge and Oxford. So she goes to the school. The people who can attend the school are like the elite people, are the only ones who actually really have magic. I guess Clover finds a way to get magic or something. It's a standalone, which is great because then I wouldn't want to start a new series. And it's by H.G. Perry. I've heard amazing things about this. So it's between these two. As much as I want to read this, I feel like this would be best because it fits the prompt, as well as it's a fantasy. It's like a standalone fantasy, so I wouldn't be starting a new series at all. So this is the third book on our July TBR, The Scholar and the Last Fairy Door by H.G. Perry. Okay, second to last prompt. Wow, these prompts are really making me think today. I actually have to like go through all my books and stuff. Why isn't this opening? Oh my god, why is this opening? Okay. What's that? Wow. Is there 2 in here? No, it's just really thick. Okay. A book with more than 500 pages. No. I don't like long books during like summertime. Anyways, of course it has to be a fantasy book because only fantasies have books that are longer than 500 pages. Let's see, how long is this? 400 pages. Okay, so that's not it. Let's see, how long is Starside? 496, 4 pages away. Okay, I can't read that. City of Brat? It is 500 pages. It's actually 524 pages, and I heard amazing things about this. This is Egyptian-based like story, and I've been wanting to read this for such a long time. Legendborn, how long is that? 493. So no. Kiss of Iron, I don't feel like reading Kiss of Iron, sorry. Strange the Dreamer, 536. No wait, that's acknowledgement. 532. And I did put this on my TBR again in April, and I've been wanting to read this, and even if I start the series, it's a duology. Which one one do I want to start? Because this one is a trilogy. I've been wanting to pick this up for a while, but I feel like I can get easier through this. And also, like I said, I put it on my April TBR and I never got the chance to pick it up. I've heard so many amazing things about this book, and I heard the love story in here is amazing, as well as the worlds. And Laszlo Strange, war orphan and junior librarian, has been obsessed with the mythic lost city of Weep for as long as he can remember. And then a hero called Godslayer and a band of legendary warriors, I'm assuming found family. And I heard it's just magical, and also there's like dream walking in here too, I want to say. Yeah, including a blue-skinned goddess who appears in Laszlo's dreams. And this one has been hugely loved for years and years and years. I'm putting this back on my TBR because I do want to read this and the second one so I can like have it read for my physical TBR. So the fourth book on my July TBR is Strange the Dreamer. Wow, we're getting into like a fantasy heavy month. Fantasy and dystopian romance. I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, so last prompt. Please don't give me a long one. Please don't give me a long one again. A book featuring a character with a disability. I was hoping to put To Dance with Death on my TBR since the main character has a disability, but I thought it came out in July. I don't know why I confused that, but it's not coming out till August. But I have an idea of one that I'm gonna pick up. Okay, so I want to read The Witch Collector by Teresa Weeks. Following a character whose name Raina Bloodgood have lived in this village for 24 years, and for all that time he has passed me by. So Raina is a person who's trying to look for her sister because the Frost King, I guess there's sometimes comes and collects people from the village, and I guess there's a person named Alexis Thibault, the man she vowed to slay and the only person who can help save her sister. I have the first two books in the series, which is the Witch Collector series, and then the second one I believe is called City of Ruin. I have both of them, and I have been like hearing amazing things at the beginning, but now I'm hearing mixed things on this. And not only that, there's supposed to be 4 books that are out. There's a prequel or a novella or something that's been out, so there's technically 2.5 books out, and there's supposed to be a 3rd and 4th book coming out, but it's been years since the books have come out. I don't know if I want to start this series if it's nowhere in sight it's going to be finished, but they're on my physical TBR, and I need to know if I like the book or the series first before I even decide if I want to continue with it or not. I'm going to read it, see if I like it up until the second book, because obviously I have the physical book. And this one, it's not that long. It's pretty short for a fantasy, and I've heard amazing things. 343 pages. Fantasy Fangirls podcast loves this. The main character, Raina, is non-speaking, communicates primarily through sign language. Perfect. Sorry friends, I don't know why my camera keeps turning off. For the book with disability representation, The Witch Collector by Teresa Weeks, finally gonna get this taken off my physical TBR, and hopefully I end up liking it, hopefully. But then again, part of me hopes I don't like it because I don't want to start an unfinished series, so we shall see. Here is my final TBR with the answers. One second, let me get that arranged. Okay, so for a book with bad reviews, Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. That prompt is weirdly worded because every single book has bad reviews. Like literally there's no book out there that doesn't have a bad review, but I chose this one because as soon as I locked into it, I know that a lot of people have like mixed reviews about this, but I also saw a bunch of 2 and 3 stars for this, and it's on my physical TBR, and I want something summary to read. Next, a book set in the future. It's going to be Daggermouth by H.M. Wolf. Next is a book set in a different country. It's going to be The Scholar and the Last Fairy Door by H.J. Perry. Next is book with more than 500 pages. Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I have to read this one. This is the second time it's going to be on my monthly TBR. And last prompt, a book featuring a character with a disability, which is The Witch Collector, the first book in the Witch Walker series by Teresa Weeks. Alright friends, that is it from me. Thank you for putting up with like all the frustrating like stopping going and stuff like that. My TBR is shaping up to be a little bit of a long one. I was hoping to have more lighter themed books on there, but the TBR prompt jar had other ideas, but hopefully I come out with like a lot of like good ones because I am like really itching for like a good book right now because I am kind of slumping a little bit. You shall see in my monthly wrap up all the stuff that I thought about the books that I'm currently reading right now because there are a few misses on there, let's just say. But yes, thank you all for your support again. If you want more videos like this, like and subscribe, and if you made it this far, tell me what's on your July TBR, and I'll see you all next time friends. Bye!